What books on the JQ do you recommend? So on the issue of Judaism and how we're supposed to understand that from a Catholic perspective. Well, I'd recommend the works of Father Fahey, and I would recommend the works of Father Maudsley. Those are the two primary works I would recommend. And then I would also recommend, just looking up the old encyclicals and the old letters, Sicut Judaeus. But I like to stick to stuff from priests because I know this word anti-Semitism gets thrown around ridiculously, and I know it's lame, just like the word racism or whatever, and everyone who doesn't like Israel is an anti-Semite. That's obviously not true. But it's not good for Catholics to fall into hatred of a group of people just because they're part of a group of people, and that's a temptation for every person. I don't care what you think about yourself. And it's not good. You're very unlikely to pray for their conversion if you despise them. And that's, if you think they're your enemy, you should be praying for them the hardest. The greater the enemy, the more you should be praying for them. So you actually should love them more, which is the paradox of being a Christian. But definitely the JQ thing is worth reading about. People get obsessed with it and it becomes their whole existence. And that's never good. But I recommend Father Fahey, his books on it. He touches on it in most of his books that pertain to the kingship of Christ. And I recommend Father Maudsley because they deal with the really hot button topics, but they deal with it from the heart of a priest where it's obvious that they're doing it from a place of Christian charity. And that's really hard to find in that genre. There's a lot of resentment. And I don't think it's good to read stuff that makes you angry. Just like I don't think it's good for people to watch YouTube channels that make them angry. I've never understood that. I never watch anything I don't like. Obviously, like if I have to learn something, like if I'm trying to understand an argument or something like that about something that I disagree with, I want to find someone who can explain it the best that they can. That's just obvious. But people will watch stuff like hate watch things just to get ticked off about it. I never understood that. I don't watch anything I don't like. I don't want to watch anything or read anything or listen to anything where it makes my blood pressure rise. The only thing that I'll watch that makes my blood pressure rise is the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs. And that's because I want them to win so bad that I'm nervous. But as far as like making you unhappy, stay away from that stuff. So Father Fahey and Father Maudsley are awesome because it's from a place of real fatherly, priestly love, which is necessary to do it right. That's what I'll say.